The Schmidt Dean Gallery is exhibiting 3 terrific artists at its Cherry Hill, New Jersey location. Cherry Hill? Why would you want to go there? Well, as John Lennon may once have crooned, imagine the free parking waiting just for you. Anyway, let's meet the artists. We'll start with the man who taught at my alma mater, UNC Chapel Hill.
I'm Juan Logan. I'm from Belmont, North Carolina, which is close to Charlotte. I've been making art for the last 60 years or so. I've been working on this current series since 2017, and so far I've made about 160 paintings that are part of this series. And normally I work in a way that allows me to move forward in a very organic fashion. I don't change simply for the sake of change. I'll allow the ideas to carry me forward into something new, which is what I'm approaching now.
Are the shaped canvases something new for you?
The shaped canvases are something new for me. These aren't stretched. It's just shaped canvas. I think it's a great way of working without the stretcher, and I think the heads work best this way.
Did you say heads?
I said heads. They're all heads. Even in my cloud shapes, it's just a matter of connecting all those heads to make that cloud shape. And I use the head primarily because everything that we ever were or will be takes place there first. You know, it is everything. It's who we are. The first time I used the head was in 1967. So they have evolved and progressed since that time.
What's going on in the brains of these heads?
Everything. They're really maps in terms of memory. I spend a lot of time talking to people all the time, and particularly older citizens. The things that they recall, my stepfather had Alzheimer's, so he was primarily living 50 years earlier, so that's where we existed in time. And we talked about those things, and that's what I documented.
So much of the art world has gotten away from painting and drawing and more into installation and, frankly, quite political art. How have you managed to stick to the old-time ways?
Well, I simply love painting. I always think of my work as being far more social than political. Political simply means you're taking a particular point of view. Social means you're commenting on the things that are going on around you. So I comment on the things that are happening around me.
Thanks very much, Juan. These are really beautiful, and good luck with your show.
Thank you so very much.
Hi, I'm Dean Das, and I'm here in Chris Schmidt's gallery, Schmidt Dean Gallery, where I've shown for a long time. I'm very excited to have a new show up.
Dean, your paintings are really beautiful. Some recall the ones that I filmed many years ago, but others look a little different.
These cloudy forms that I've been working with, Chris said bring a show of clouds up. He thought that would go nicely with Juan Logan's. But that cloudy form just continues to evolve. Sometimes it looks vegetable or mineral, but often quite figurative. A lot of drawings in the show.
I do not recall figurative drawings, but Chris said you've always had that.
I have. I've made these twisted, wrath-like little figures for a long time, from many influences. And I don't know, you'd have to say there's clearly a new rule in my work that all humans must be wearing protective headgear. You'll never see anyone in my picture without a helmet.
Some paintings look almost like lights at night.
Well, I guess I'm at this stage of life where I'm painting my starry nights. But there was an experience. You've been to a dark sky park. We were in one in Western Ireland. It was like going back in time 50 years or more. And literally, I was like seeing the sky as a child. And that experience has stayed with me, and the cloud is breaking up. Association from starry night to maybe fireflies. Again, an image from childhood.
So how did COVID affect you?
I retired from teaching just as the pandemic strict quarantine was setting in, so I never had to teach art on Zoom, which was a real blessing. Chris was down in my studio in Virginia last year, and we talked about a year ago, and this is more or less my pandemic show.
Hi, I'm Alida Fish. This is my work. I'm a photographer. I've been photographing plants for a number of years, and I'm happy to have this show here at Schmidt Dean.
Alida, I love these. And one of the first things I noticed was the shallow space.
I have a tendency to always work with this closed, shallow space. I'm really interested in shadows cast because the plants are actually lying on a sheet of paper when I photograph them. I feel like the linear qualities, the drawing aspect of a lot of this work, works well with that shallow space. Occasionally, I'll try and open the space up with some sort of illusionistic background. But generally it is just flat like this.
Can you talk about composition and how you find your subjects?
It's been evolving from a more naturalistic approach to more abstracted work. I walk pretty frequently around where I live, and I'm always looking for different plants, and I'm attracted by color and shape and the linear qualities of the leaves.
I find this one particularly compelling.
In the fall, there's the burning bush, and its leaves turn bright red. When I saw that, I really wanted to work with it. I like the idea of a spiral and the sense of infinity and so on. It's a strong symbol. So I took the leaves and I arranged them in that form.
One associates flowers and plants with brilliant color, but your photographs tend to be gray with limited but very beautiful color on top of that.
Yes. Part of that is this whole process of transfers onto oxidized aluminum. I'm not working on paper. The aluminum is always gray. I'll sand back areas of it to brighten it up a bit, but that does reduce the vibrance of the color. I see that background as a frame for the plants. When I present them, I raise them up so they cast a shadow, and you get a sense of the three-dimensionality of the piece, which I feel is important to the work. It's all sort of hand-altered. I think of it as handmade photography.
So Chris,
Yes, sir.
beautiful show.
Thank you. Thank you for coming up all the way from the glorious town of Ocean City.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
The soft shell crabs and the jazz is...
No, I think you got the wrong Ocean City. Very special thanks to stunt driver Nancy Thornton. Art by Juan Logan, Dean Das, and Alida Fish will be on display at Schmidt Dean Gallery through May 31st, 2023.